and welcome to my channel. My channel focuses on fashion, travel, beauty, and overall Black girl magic, luxury, leisure, lifestyle. I missed y'all. Hello 2022. Okay, hello to y'all. Hello to me. Hello, I'm happy to be back and doing some more like long form videos. I actually kind of missed it, do I dare say. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about some things that are on my luxury wish list. This is my second time today recording this video because I just feel like I've been trying to build a luxury wish list and I'm like, I don't really know. I don't really know. And I don't feel like I'm being forced to create one. But I'm struggling with like some of the things I really, really want. I don't know if other people can access them. So I just want to be conscious of that. And because I know that people pull inspiration from these videos. And so that's one of the things that I'm struggling with. So I want to just like say that up front. But before we get into that, let me tell you I have on a Fee Noel top. I love Fee Noel. In case you don't know, Fee Noel is an amazing Black brand that I've been supporting for years. I adore her stuff. It is always like Afro luxe and decadent and glam, and she just makes incredible, amazing color and print pieces that I adore. These pants are from an online boutique called Shop Marjo, another Black owned. This is a boutique. This is a designer. These earrings are from Oma the Label. Of course, they're from Oma the Label. It's a Black jewelry brand that I adore. She sold at Macy's. She sold at Selfridges. She's great. She's based out of New York City. And then this necklace is from another Black brand called Omalola Jewelry, which I adore. And they have such affordable gold pieces. They are coming straight from the continent, but they're being sold out of London. And I love them. They're incredible and amazing and great. So that is what I'm wearing. My braids... You need to be following me on Instagram. If you haven't seen these braids, that means you need to be following me on Instagram because these are my vacation braids. They're probably coming down in the next couple of days. But I wore these braids to Senegal and Ghana on vacation. You know, we love to spend our time on the African continent. It is a whole vibe. And first and foremost is a vacation home. Absolutely. Absolutely. I told y'all it may not be the list that you want, but we need to get this vacation house in South Africa done. We need to close that chapter, and I believe that 2022 is that year. That is number one on my list. Because in the next 7, 8, 9, 10 years, I plan on, you know, even retiring from this. Okay, I've already retired from social justice, and I told myself I was not going to be like jumping into this, and child, I have jumped into this and I'm like, let me like rest and really be about that leisure lifestyle. And in order to do that, I feel like I need to put more things in place, and we just have a bunch of different like real estate journeys that we need to be on. And that's just real. And we like talk about it all the time. So that is number one on my list, is like this South Africa vacation home. Number one. Number two, let's get into the fashion, which is an Hermes Mini Kelly. So you all know, I think you know, that I have six Hermes at this point. Woo. Way more than I expected to have. Okay. I have 3 Birkins. Let me show you the 3 Birkins. 3 Birkins, 25, 30, 35. Okay. 3 Birkins. I already have 3 Birkins. I'm Birkined. I got my Birkins. Like, this is a good range for me. I got my Birkins. Got the Birkins. I have me a beautiful Constance, which I wouldn't mind getting more Constance bags, but it's not necessarily on my wish list. I think if it comes up, I'll obviously take it. I love the Constance crossbody bags. It's not for everyone because it has that big old H on it, but y'all know I love the Constance bag. Love it. I have a beautiful Kelly that I adore, and I want another Kelly. I need to fix this Twilly, so never mind the Twilly. But this is my second to latest Hermes bag. My other one is the Her bag that I got in like my Hawaii haul that I did. I did a Hawaii haul earlier this year in April. And so, yeah, this is my Kelly bag. And I actually really like the structure of the Kelly bag. I thought I wanted one in black, but I'm like, will I actually grab the black? I don't think so. I love the gold hardware, and I want the Kelly mini, or I will take a smaller Kelly, and I want it in green or yellow or purple, and I think I'm gonna get one. I want it brand new. I don't want, you know, I don't like the price of the, I just don't like the price of the secondhand market, especially in America. All of my bags are from Paris. All of my Hermes bags that are secondhand are from Paris. And my brand new one I got in Spain. My Her bag I got in Hawaii. My Constance is also from France. So, I don't know. I think if I don't get a brand new from Paris, which I don't know when I might go to Paris like in 6 weeks or something. I don't know. I haven't booked a flight, but I don't know. I've been thinking about it. So, I might go, and yeah, I could either get one secondhand, because I know a secondhand shop that I like to go to, or I can try my luck in the store. But I don't, you know, I wouldn't necessarily go to Paris for 5 days or anything like longer, because I've been to Paris so many times. It's like, you know, the 6th borough at this point. So I don't know, but Hermes, another Kelly, and this time in, I would love the mini, or I would love a smaller one. And I think I'm good. I think 1 or 2 Hermes a year I'm good with that. I don't need another 6. Hermes Kelly belt, which I will probably get by the time this video goes up, because I was going to get it in Paris and I didn't, because I was like, the SA was like trying to send me somewhere else to go see if I could get a bag. And I was there for New York Fashion Week. For Paris Fashion Week, I had like something to do. So I was like, is it a Kelly or a Birkin? If it's not a Kelly or Birkin, I'm not about to go to the Farbach store to go see, you know? So that was the, which I just feel like I can get it in New York, you know? But I'm really interested into the really thin bags, or the really thin belts now. I don't know what it is. I'm having, you know, I go through these phases of like big statement belts, and now I'm really into like the thin belts. And I've just been appreciating the thin belts on like coats, and it's just giving me dainty vibes. It's really giving me dainty girl vibes. And you know, I'm all about the soft living, the soft life, the dainty girl vibes right now, and you know, the luxury leisure lifestyle. And that belt is giving me that. I could totally see, you know, on this. And I want to get it in gold, the Hermes gold, which is like tan. So, or like camel. So that is, yeah, that's on my luxury wish list. The Hermes Kelly belt. Christopher John Rogers entire collection. I started to put on my Christopher John Rogers top for you all today. I have 2. I own 2 pieces from Christopher John Rogers. It is complete art. I wore his piece to New York Fashion Week and London Fashion Week. I photographed it for my Instagram during London Fashion Week. I actually went to a show in that whole outfit, and it was giving all the vibes. But I actually also wore it to New York Fashion Week, but I didn't photograph it. But a few people did see me. I mean, hundreds of people saw me, because I went to like the Cynthia Rowley show. Like, I went to a few shows, you know? But I didn't really, if you saw my vlog, you saw that. You saw that I wore it. So, I love his pieces. I'm actually in negotiation with a boutique. I bought something from them. They had a challenge with the shipment, and like the order didn't come in. So now I have a credit, and they asked me what I wanted. And I was just like, oh, they're having a Christopher John Rogers like preview. And so I'm probably going to get 1 or 2 pieces shipped to me today. shipped to me today from the Christopher John Rogers collection. So when that comes in, I'll probably do a luxury haul because I have a bunch of stuff that I have not been showing y'all. But when that stuff comes in, I will definitely show you all, because I love Christopher John Rogers, and I feel like there can never be enough Black designers. I stand Black designers. I love designs and fashion from a Black perspective that is not suppressed, and he is a young, queer, Southern Black American man who really like infuses that into his clothes, and that is what I love, right? It allows me to be in love with fashion, also to have my brain, you know, where I understand like the meaning behind it and the history, and the way he just plays with fabric and prints and colors. It is just beautifully done. Beautifully done. I stan him. I cannot wait to get a few pieces from this collection. I do want to be like more thoughtful, and I need to stop spending money like I'm a drug dealer, like I'm Ghost from Power. Like I need to stop, like, you know what I'm saying? Just because you got it don't mean you need to spend it. And I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself. Now, if this touches and agrees with your soul, then you too should listen. But like, you know, I miss wanting things a little bit more. Next is the Celine bag. I talked about this bag in my like luxury holiday gift guide. That was one of my favorite videos last year that I made, to be honest. I just really enjoyed it because I really like to talk about things that I don't necessarily have yet. I love it. I'm getting it. I don't know which one I want to get. I saw a yellow one that I wanted, but it had like silver hardware, and I'm not really into silver hardware. I will take it on an Hermes bag because, you know, it's easier to get silver hardware. So I haven't found the perfect one, but I really am waiting to get that bag. So really excited about that. It's really something that you can get in the secondhand market that is, you know, affordable. So can't wait to get that. The Moynat Gabriella bag. Oh. I was trying not to want this bag because their New York store shut down, but I want the bag. I want the bag. I'm trying not to want the bag, but I want the bag. And I want it in like a blush color. I don't have a blush colored bag, and I think that bag would be so beautiful in the blush tone. I love the Gabrielle size or like structure. I've really been like kind of lusting after the bag. And I think what's like, I haven't really pulled the trigger because I feel like it's such an Upper East Side status bag. And I'm like, oh, don't fall into the trap. But I really like the bag. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I like the bag. And I'm gonna get the bag. So it's on my list. It's on my list. My heart flutters when I see vintage Dior ready to wear. I'm a ready to wear girl. That is where my heart lies. I found that out this year or last year. I always knew because I was like whenever I would travel specifically to like Europe, but I think also when I traveled to like Asia and Africa, I would always like go to like vintage stores, and I would really be invested in like vintage pieces. I think in Asia it has been like, I don't know, when I travel to Japan, yes, it's been like European brands. But I feel like Malaysia, which is like one of my favorite places, Kuala Lumpur, is where that is like my favorite place to do vintage shopping. It's been like more, I don't know, more independent brands and vintage pieces, you know, like brands that I literally just heard of like when I pick up the piece, but the quality is so amazing. It's like the art of fashion. But I have really just like been doing a lot of online, just like escapism with like fashion and art and looking at old runway. And I've just been obsessing over like 1990s vintage Dior runway. I need some more of those pieces. And so I have 2 vintage pieces from Dior that I love. whenever I show up at like a Dior event, like Dior beauty event here in New York City that, you know, I get invited to through my agency, you know, the Dior staff notice. Nobody else notices, but like the Dior staff is like, that's vintage Dior, you know? And that is like the kind of art, it's like the kind of like fashion as art that I appreciate that like maybe nobody knows. Maybe nobody cares, but like I know and I care, and the people who know, not, you know, it's one of those things that it's so personal, you know, it's so like individual. It's like, I like it. I found it. I hunted for it. I like studied it. And that's why I love it. And I just want to bring back that phase of fashion. I know it's something that, you know, it's not as accessible to everybody. I think that's the part that's a little challenging for me. That's why I was like, ugh, I don't know if I should do this video and be honest. You know, I don't know. Maybe I should say, I don't know. I should say something that's already out there. But the truth is like, I've been, you know, looking at it. And that's what's on my list. And I want to get more pieces like vintage Dior ready to wear pieces. 8th on my list is Mugler blazers. I love Mugler blazers. I love to get Mugler blazers. I have Mugler blazers, both vintage and new Mugler blazers. Specifically, I'm looking for like this cropped Mugler blazer. It's like a very bright canary yellow. I missed it. I cannot wait to find it. And so that is on my luxury wish list. I like have a whole list of the kinds of like Mugler blazers that I want to find, and that's probably number 1 on the list. 9th on the list is Chanel 1992, 1993, and 1994 Cruise Collection ready to wear. That's it. That's it, and that's all. Me and a girlfriend of mine, we just really love like, I don't know, runway shows, watching runway shows on like YouTube, old vintage ones, like 1994, I was gonna say Dior, Chanel Cruise Collection with Naomi Campbell in the bubblegum pink with the, girl, bye. Like, what? Like, who? Everything. Literally everything. That's my next, like, go to Paris hunt. Like, I need to be, like, in somebody's closet in, like, Paris, like, sifting through, because I know you got it. I need to find it. And so that is on my wish list. I used to really want, like, some tweed blazers, like vintage tweed blazers from Chanel, and I think I still might do that, but right now my eyes are like locked and loaded on 92, 93, and 94 Cruise Collection pieces. Give them to me. I want them like now. Number 10, Sergio Hudson. Y'all know I went to the Sergio Hudson show during New York Fashion Week. I was blessed to sit in the front row. Okay? The front row, I gagged. It was like a color story. Talk about return to glamour. Talk about return to fashion as art, and not like a Kanye West beige jumpsuit, sweatsuit thing. Like, I just, oh, this is the kind of fashion that I crave. It's just like adult level brilliance. It is like, I adore it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the jewel tones, the cut of the coat, the sewing, the high-waisted pants, the turtleneck. I adore. I want the yellow coat, but I could have got the yellow coat and I didn't. So I'm trying to figure out what it is. And I think it's because I'm trying to choose between the yellow and the teal. And then I'm saying to myself, do you need both? Questions that need answers. I don't know. Max Mara coat. Oh, I have probably been in Max Mara maybe like 4 times in the past 2 months. Just like trying to like put my hands on what I want. Now they are known for their taupes and their beiges and all of that. And I'm sure you all are like, Tanika, girl, how would you want that? And I don't. But I do want, like, they've been coming out with some of these like fire orange coats, And I don't know if I should wait and go to like the Max Mara outlet in Europe or like what, but I just haven't been able to pull the trigger, if you will. I need to stop saying that because I'm a pacifist and I don't believe in guns. I need to figure out when I am going to get a Max Mara coat. I need it. I need it. I have like 5 in my vision, you know? And so I need to figure out which one I will actually purchase. I'm obsessed with Carrie Mae Weems's like, I think it was 1993, her like slave dungeon, slave coast photography collection. So she was at Guggenheim here in New York and she did a major showing. I adore her. I think like amongst academics and policy people, she is like, you know, if you have a piece from her, it's like a flex. You know what I'm saying? It's like Kehinde Wiley. Ooh, stunning on the people, you know? In like the bouge, that's like, whew, okay. Right? Like I know on Instagram, like people probably are like, what is that? Who is that? But like premier, like Gordon Parks level, like top shelf. And she's like a Black artist and visionary. And I've just been obsessing over that because I just love the story of being on the slave coast myself, experiencing some of those dungeons that she photographed and just like, I don't know, I want some of that art for myself. And so that is really high on my list. I'm a little nervous saying it because I don't want to jinx myself. I feel like I'm going to get the bags. So just a click away. But you know, this is a little bit harder to acquire. So that's what I'm a little worried about, but I'm excited because I love Black art and I have a lot of Black art around my home already. So I feel really lucky, but you know, I haven't really invested too much in photography in that way. And I really want to, you know, I really just want to pull that lever, you know what I'm saying? And it's something that I'm really appreciating. So yeah, that's on my luxury list. Next on my luxury list is like, I don't know, it is something that is really personal for me, which is I want a gallery in my home of Black icons on vacation. I just think we were just robbed of pictures and iconography of, you know, W.E.B. Du Bois at a beach or Malcolm X at play. And I do have some pictures that are like reprints from online of like Martin Luther King on vacation. And it just brings me so much joy. And I just want to like flourish my home in those kinds of pieces and those kind of images because it just allows me to see them as human and to see them at rest and leisure. It just brings me so much joy. And so I want to have a gallery of like Black icons on vacation. And so I'm always on the hunt, you know, I'm on like Black Market Vintage. I'm on like all these places looking for those images. And so that is really a luxury for me. That is a luxury for me because I cannot find too many more. I'm not looking for the originals. I'm fine with reprints, but I want a big gallery. And so, yeah, that is a luxury wish list item for me. Number 14 is time. Time. You know, I quit, retired, left the nonprofit industrial complex, the social justice world, because it just was a lot. It was really heavy on me. And so I took a step back and I, you know, I decided that I was going to rest more, but I went heavy into content creation, which is fiscally, you know, it incentivizes me economically because I'm getting money from it, and it is really lucrative. And with anything in capitalism, if it's lucrative, it requires a lot of labor. And I did not want to invest a lot of labor, not this much labor. And I feel like I invest a lot of labor and, you know, I got a lot of money from it, but I want to just be more conscious of my time in that way, right? Like, I just want to be conscious of my time, that like, I don't have to be on this rat race of chasing money in those ways. And I don't want to go from one thing to the next And I just want to be more conscious of my time. And to me, especially as a Black woman, especially as a working Black woman, it's really important to safeguard my time. And I feel really lucky to be able to even be in a position to talk about safeguarding my time while also living a fabulous life. You know, that is a really, really rare. It's something that my like poverty raised self always dreamed for myself. And so dreamt, is that a word? Dreamed? Got a little too dreamed for myself. So I just want to make sure I'm okay. So my battery died, but I wanted to come back, and I literally was like recording TikToks and was like, oh wait, I need to finish the YouTube video. So I think the last thing I talked about was the Carrie Mae Weems. I know I talked about time. So last on my list, I'm leaving space for ready-to-wear collections that have not launched yet. And I've seen there's a lot of rumbling out there. I've really been interested in the Kristen Siriano like collection that's launching this spring. I've seen some things from Loewe that I've been really interested in, thinking about pre-ordering. So I think for me, that 15th spot, it's just some really incredible art, fashion pieces. I've just been standing, you know, I've just been standing really amazing ready to wear, and so I want to continue to do that in 2022. So that is the end of my video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully that was informative. Hopefully that gave you some ideas as you think about some of those items that you really want to conquer in 2022. I wanted to make sure I was honest with you all that, you know, I have a bunch of things on my wish list that may not necessarily make the like all material things list, though it was a lot of good material, I think, material things. So hopefully that was inspirational for you as I think about just the next phase of my life. You know, I'm just starting to think about what it means to get older, and I just don't want to live in a house full of stuff. I want to live, well, I do want to live in a house full of stuff, let's be honest. I'm a maximalist to the core, okay? One of the things that keeps coming that's top of mind is like time and vacation home and Hermes Kelly and, you know, Christopher John Rogers ready to wear. But like, it's just a myriad of things and not just, you know, it's not just one thing or one bag, you know. It's not a destination for me, it's a journey. So wanted to make sure I share that with you all. Hopefully that resonates with some of you all out there. If it does, go ahead and hit subscribe, leave me a comment, hit the bell notification so that you never miss an upload from me, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.